Hey guys, it's been a while since I did a video. Helen and I were doing them together, and it's been a while since either one of us got together to do a video, and I know she's been missing it and I've been missing it, so I decided I was just going to do one, and I think if she wants to, she can do one, and we'll just post them whenever we have time to do this. But I have two different lessons I've been thinking through, and this first one is one that's from a month ago, and if I don't go ahead and get it out, I'll never remember it. So I'll probably remember it. I've remembered it this long, but I want to get it out to you in case anybody else thinks through these things like I do. So a while back, probably I guess a month ago, Scott was doing a lesson in our Wednesday night evangelism studies on how to influence people, how to talk to people, how to befriend people, and some of us need a little extra help with that. And so on one of his points he was reading, he's talking about being a good listener, and he read Proverbs 1 verse 5 that says, "Let the wise hear and increase in learning, and the one who understands obtain guidance." So we should, if we're wise, we are listening, we are learning, we are hearing, and we're understanding. And that's the main thought from this point that I wanted to bring out. He said, practice silencing the voices in our own head as we're listening to others. That was the main thought, the main aha moment that I had. Ask them questions, right? That's one of the main things I've been working on, trying to respond to people with asking them questions, letting them know that I care about them instead of just blurting out whatever's happened recently in my life. And so I struggled with this. I've always struggled with this. But when he pointed out, work on silencing your own thoughts in your head and focus on that person. And that really helped me to realize that I need to forget my own thoughts. I don't know how it works with you, but as I'm talking to someone, they're talking and I'm listening, and so many times I'm listening to try to respond, or, oh, what could I say that will, help them, or what can I say that will relate to them, and that way they'll like me. I realized I was doing this my whole life. I've done this. I had to focus so hard on what I was trying to remember that I was going to say next that I really didn't even listen to what they said, and I realized I was doing that so that people would like me, right? We all want everybody to like us. We all want everyone to know that we care. And so I'm thinking, okay, she's sitting there telling me this story about this one time when they were at the beach and they did this thing, right? And I'm listening, and instead of me focusing on, what they actually did, what they went through, thinking of good questions I could ask her, like, hey, where did you go to the beach? What did that feel like? Different things like that. I'm thinking of, that one time we went to the beach. I've got to remember that one time I went to the beach, and saying it over in my head so that at the appropriate time I could respond and let her know that I was listening, right? And then we'll be best friends. And that just doesn't work, right? I blurt these things out without really listening. And maybe it's God's way of helping me with my prayer for wisdom and understanding. To remember, I need to forget my own ideas and thoughts and these things I'm trying to hold on to so I can blurt them back out at the end. Forget it and just listen. Ask them questions. Let them know you're interested and that you care about them. That's my whole goal. That's what I'm working on. And that just took a huge burden off of my shoulders, as, hey, you don't have to sit there and try to remember what you're going to say. Focus on what they're saying. Ask them more questions. Talk to them more. Instead of blurting out something that relates to this same thing. And at some point we'll have a time to share what we're going through or what we want to add to the conversation. But that's not the main thing. And so many times that's been for me the main thing, that I would focus so much on what I want to say, I would have to think of it over and over and over. So that I could say it at the right time, and I wouldn't even really listen to what they were saying. And so that was my aha moment, right? I really was, doing this, always with the best of intentions. I'm always trying to listen to people, and I want to be friendly. But so many times now looking back, I realized, no, I was just worried about me. I want to say the cool thing. I want to say the funny thing. I want them to relate to me, when the best way to get them to relate to me and to like me will be to actually listen to them, to talk to them, to ask them questions about the story they're telling me. And asking questions is so hard for me. I'm working on it. So if you hear me ask some silly questions, just smile and answer, and just know that I love you. All right, so that was the thought I wanted to get out. It's been more than a month, so I figured I would get it on out there. And thank y'all for listening, and I hope to see you again very soon.